Which is a better ending? Twin Peaks: The Return or The Sopranos?
Oh, terrible, terrible news. Terrible for my Twin Peaks credibility. To answer your question, there is no show that ever had a better finale than The Sopranos, and there never will be. He sees himself sitting at the diner. It's a purposeful edit, not the only edit in the show, by the way, that does that. Where Tony walks into the scene or he watches himself go into a scene and the perspective. So the camera will show you Tony looks at this and this happened. Tony looks over here and that happens. Tony looks over here, that happens. Tony does this and Tony walks into the frame. Then there's a time jump, boom. Now he's sitting at the table and everything that's happening around him is somehow indicative of the show itself. From the episode of Members Only to the painting, right? All of these things from what we know culturally about going to the bathroom, finding the gun.
So what does that mean? One watches themselves. What do you mean? Like Diane outside the motel watching
No,
herself?
it's very awkward how it's edited. It's this very intentional edit that happens twice. There's lots of people who talk about it. I'm not unearthing some brand new thing.
Yeah.
Where they show a point of view and then Tony seems to walk into his own point of view. And it's staggering when it happens. Your mind will go, wait, what just happened? And so the intention to make that type of shot happen through that cut, that has, first of all, you have to set that concept up before you go as far as to shoot it. Right? Because to pace it where you're looking through his eyes until the second where you're sort of like a guy looking and then all of a sudden he comes into the frame, then time jumps and he's in the booth and he's sort of watching himself there. Right? And now it's from the perspective of the booth. And I think that what happens is that Tony is seeing this. Now to the Sopranos, probably in a heaven or something like that, I would have not possibly opened my mouth about the afterlife in concerns to the Sopranos until they made the prequel film. If you haven't seen the prequel film, this is not a spoiler, it's the intro of the film.
Mm-hmm.
Christopher Moltisanti is talking to you from beyond the grave, from his grave.
Oh, okay.
By the way, and I think that that's not a good decision. I don't think that's a good decision for the show. I think they were so clever about the way that they hid those things. Tony watches himself get whacked.